All right, welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're taking on Gran Turismo 7 Sim Racing, the daily race, the Grand Valley Highway 1, which has been very chaotic. So first thing we've done is, well, Mondays we do our money-making method. We don't actually race online. We get in some practice to not destroy our DR. And, well, come Tuesday, we get down to the grind. This week we missed a few days, but we came awfully close to getting to the B League. And we started in the E-League just 8 months ago. So working away at it, had little to almost no sim racing experience 8 months ago. And here the point of the channel is to learn and grow, have fun along the way, create a kind community that helps each other along, and yes, race long and prosper. So this has been a very chaotic week. It's a chaotic race, so we've thrown on a car that can take hits. We're in the Nissan GTR. BMW would be another good choice for that. You can avoid the mayhem. Yes, the Alfa Romeo 4C does have a bit of an advantage. It's really quick, but it won't take a hit the way the GTR can. Even the Mustang last night when we were racing up against 12 B racers, we were being tested out for the B League, and we're in a top 8 position, but we got hit to the back. So we're going to defend the middle of the track here, so it's harder for us to get pushed in a corner panel, push, spin out, attack from another driver. So we got to hug these apexes. We'll be a little slower, but at least we'll hold our position. There we missed the apex. Big risk of getting past there. Bit of an early shift, going to give the car an advantage behind us. Go to the middle. Getting the first for proper rotation. Getting into a low enough gear, really important for getting it through a corner without just sliding through. Super Doofus, I hear you. This race, even if you're racing really well, the results can be really bad, and that's why we've taken the Nissan GTR. Oh, overbraked it. If you brake too long there, you will eat a bit of wall. Took a piece of the tunnel with me as a souvenir there. I'm holding back the pack at this point and not going the C League, top of the C League speed. All right, so turn 1, extremely dangerous, but 0.5. We've only got 0.5 seconds of a lead, so yeah, ahead. So we're gonna defend here. So we took it from the middle. We didn't use the whole track for the fastest way around the turn. We went for the safest way around the turn. That's to be middle, or even less, to the apex, middle of the track. That wiper awfully is distracting. Oh, and yes, we got hit, but since we're in the middle, they couldn't, even less than the middle of the track, they couldn't get in and give us a push on the rear quarter panel to spin us out, so we can hold on to second and hold them back at the same time. You're gonna try driving in first, you gotta be really quick with the gear shift. Ooh, came from the complete outside there. Could have easily been pushed out of the way there, got lucky. A little late on the throttle there, but it looks like the car behind me, not in the same situation. He is closing that gap. There we go, we did that turn well, getting a bit more distance, up to 0.7 now. And if we focus too much on what's behind us, it will lead to race depression. Focusing on the past, we will depress the face of the vehicle into a wall. So we gotta focus on the immediate, the present, what's right in front of us, and a further plan for what's a little bit further down the track. quick gear shifts there just to avoid spinning in the turn. And the GTR, great at getting a little bit of dirt on the tires. Ooh, late braking. And all we got to do is catch the apexes here. That's one though that oddly you think you're going to start accelerating on the apex, and I find if you do, you go towards the wall. Keeping up ahead. Oh, Farter behind us in third, giving us a tough race here. Very close behind. So, key is Mondays. I'd say don't risk ruining your DR unless it's a track you know you already have an advantage on. If you know quite well, go for it. But Monday, follow my money-making method. We drive the track just the same, but we gain experience without losing DR. And then come Tuesday, when we know the track, well, then we can plan. When you know the track well enough, then you're ready to drive middle of the track to defend. You can't really be driving defensively when you don't know where your braking point is. Far too much risk to go off the track. And the markers are a good general indicator, but sometimes they will not show you the fastest way around the track. So we've gone in, defended the apex, really on the inside of the track there. Yes, credit farming for practice is the way to do it, Tom. Then come Tuesday, we'll give it all we've got. Ooh, this O-Farter is fast. He's up in my tailpipe. But the GTR is just fantastic on the track. As you saw earlier, it can take a hit, keep on going. Some weeks you got to go for the fast car, and other weeks, unless you're going to be in first, starting in first, and you're going to have consistently fast laps where no one can touch you, or second, but the further you go down that list, the more risk you are taking with a fast car that can easily be hit off the track. So I'm playing it safe with the Nissan GTR. If I do get hit to the middle of the pack, it can be a beast. We've had cars come up and try to do a rear quarter panel attack, and actually bounce off of us and go straight into the wall. And I do try out multiple cars in the week to find what works best based on the current drivers and drive style. So if that sounds good, learning and growing together, do give us a subscribe, turn bell notifications on to not miss out, and do consider sharing the video with other sim racers that you know. Let's grow the community. With more community members comes more power, more knowledge and more power. And often the two are synonymous. There we go, we gained a little speed. We're getting better and better at this race, and smoother, because smooth is fast. Little quick brake and downshift, just right there. Should be down to a high 151, low 152. last lap. Let's make this the fastest one. Good to have you in, Tom. Fantastic. Had a lot of fun with the race today. Folks, don't forget, Tom has created us Sim League Pro. Check it out. Or Sim Racing League Pro. If you want to drop the link, you can be a driver there. Come in on your own or join the JCCR team. Just talk to Super Doofus Tom about that, the moderator of our channel. And we did a thing! Second, yes. Second for the third time this week. Just gonna take a moment to get in here. Make sure I don't miss anything. All right, there we go. So I'm in the live chat. If you got questions, if you've got comments, let me know. Yes. And the league stuff, Super Doofus says, is on Discord. So check out JCCR Racing over on Discord. Join the Discord, join the conversation. And we got a clean race bonus out of it. So not the fastest way to make lots of credits. Because if you get podium too often, where you end up in the league faster and then slow for the next one. Oh, Farter, good job. That was a lot of fun, Oh, Farter. Oh, Farter, that was incredible. Thanks for the race. Kindness is free, and if you don't share any, you got to be pretty darn cheap to not share something that makes people happy and is absolutely free. So, great job, top. I love seeing this. Top podium racers here. Nothing dirty, all safety ratings. We've probably all maxed out our safety ratings. So what a clean, fun race that was. Perico might have done a little hitting to get where he was. Maybe Face Grave deserved the position, or Power Pro 49, because who knows who he punched out or pushed out to get that position. But King Jeezer, good job with your safety rating going up. Sometimes the safety rating stays the same just because they're maxed out. All right, now that was quite a bit of fun. Let's do another and see if now we're going to be mingling. I think we're going to be mingling with the B racers. I think this is what we thought would happen by the end of the year is going to be happening while it's still summer. Let's give it another try. 58 seconds. Let's not play around and switch cars. We did that earlier in the week. We tried out, we'll look it over. We tried out the Toyota Supra, which was very good. Pretty tough as well. Not quite as tough as the Nissan GTR. We tried the 458. Felt great. Lovely car to drive, but we got pushed around a little too much. AMG, I find learning curve. I take just too long. Did a lap and I was like, no, it's just going to take too much time to get this under control. The Viper's actually very quick this week and it's a pretty darn solid, but again, I needed to put too much time into it. A nice easy drive is the Nissan GTR. The BMW, quick, pretty darn quick on every race. The McLaren was doing pretty great at the beginning of the week, and the Alfa Romeo 4C is an absolute winner. So's the RCZ, and so is the RS01. But then again, I like having a car that can really take a hit when we've got dirty races. Now, the last race wasn't dirty. That was extremely clean. That's how all races should go. But I can't plan on it being that clean and nice every time we jump in. So let's try to follow here the RCZ. Those are your world's fastest times. And actually, our friend DSR Sim GT, not far off. Lead Pencil, not far off. My goodness. Seba here, extremely quick. He's not Mega Man, he's mega quick. Cosmic Man 5, Ray GR3, great job. Porsche GT, some of the JCCR racing teammates there. Thank you so much for being part of the team, guys. Let's give it a whirl. Smooth as fast. Gotta try to make this as smooth as possible. Not so smooth. Not so smooth. I was looking up at the time. Eyes off the road. Don't text and drive. It's extremely dangerous. see, can we take this up to 162 at the 300? Love to get that 158 turned into 151 turned into a flat 151 before the end of the week. But we are Saturday night. Needed to stay in first longer there to get more rotation. I was too early getting out of rotation. Start to get on that throttle real early in that section of the turn. Something I just haven't had the big boy pants yet to do. Kind of bogged out there, shifting into too high of a gear. Need another crack at this. So close. One more crack at it. And we just won't have the time. Take some pylons out while we're at it. No time for that last lap, so let's practice out the end section of the track. Trail braking was pretty darn good at 3. I was just debating, should we drop it down to 2, 1, or even just 0, so that we do all our braking prior and coast through the turn. And then it's not trail braking, it's just braking before the turn. Trail braking is when you brake as well through the turn. I'm wondering if just late braking would benefit us more. Oh no, there the trail braking was pretty helpful. There, very helpful. Turn 1, so important to really get that in perfectly when you can, which is not lap 1. Lap 1 is all about survival. We'll defend that apex and go on the inside. Something like this turn as well as a big one for getting spun out. And not that much time lost for hugging that apex instead of using the whole track. Alright, so where are the B drivers? Okay, we've got some, but not quite as many as last time. We've got one B driver with a D safety rating, so Kalich. We'll have to really watch out. And, okay, so we're getting tested against one B driver. 2 B drivers. Up first is, we'll have to be careful around first if we get anywhere near him, but his lap time is going to be considerably faster. So we've got 2 on the chart, so if we were to get podium here, then could get really interesting. Then we'd probably be 3/4 of the pack, all B racers. Then if we get a top 8 there, then we'll be a low B driver. We'll finally have made it. And I say finally, I think 8 months, we're starting off with very little sim racing experience, isn't too bad at all. Let's see what we can do here. Is tonight the night? Is this the race? Stay tuned to find out. We might be moving into the B League. We've been in the C League now for 1 month. It'd be a nice, for me, I feel, a nice quick transition. Oh, 151.1. That is considerably faster. I'm gonna try a lap on 0. Let's get just a little bit of trail braking in here. 1. We'll do 2. Just a little less trail braking, a little more braking in advance. Have to be a little lighter on the pedal for the trail braking, but get just a little bit more braking out. The other option is to just go all 5. And then you can also trail brake pretty late because you've got almost no front brakes. So those discs are free to turn while under braking. It's not a horrible idea to run the front wheel drive cars with a 4 or 5 on the brake balance. He's really coming in on the inside. Thank you, Out of This World Gaming. Yeah, I was surprised. That car really came in on the inside, and I was trying not to hit him. Oh, shucks. Full out braking, slid into him, and that's why he didn't get punted off the track, but sorry about that, friend. Almost disaster, but thankfully not disaster. We held it together. And if I hadn't stayed on the brakes, yeah, clearly I could have sent him into the ocean, but that's not the goal. The goal is to race clean, race it like we own it. There we go, we're in 3rd. And first is a B racer with a bit of a dangerous rating. Not judging a book by its cover, the rating is actually a representation of previous races he's undertaken. So, point system does tell a very vivid and accurate story. Alright, that's right. Our back window's gone to sponsoring ourselves and Super Doofus, because Super Doofus has become a member. So the back window is sponsored by the JCCR Racing Team, which right now is Super Doofus sponsoring us. So Tom, thank you for the sponsorship. Folks, don't forget, check out Super Doofus Tom's channel at Super Doofus. Super Doofus, if you want, you can drop your link, folks. Check it out. Give it a subscribe. Good guy, good racer, very entertaining. Oh, and I've gone into the ocean. Overcooked it. Tried to let off the throttle, figuring I could get a little bit more speed through there, but no, I could not. I'll have to make up for that mistake, but not by driving faster, but by driving smoother. All right, smoothness engaged. Warp smooth, Scotty. Great on, Super Doofus. Thank you for dropping your link. Super Doofus, a general manager of the JCCR Racing Team, creating the Sim League Pro. Check it out as well, folks. You can sign up to be a racer, and that way we can race on Saturdays. Races that I call YouTubers versus subscribers, but really it is the league racing now. Alright, that was pretty smooth. I guess we're at smoothness level 3 out of 10. We just need to be a little bit smoother if we're going to get the pass here. Oh, and the car behind us must be extremely smooth because he is right on us. We're going to have to defend some of these turns. Not just focus on the pass, but try to defend. There, when you get the apex, you're a whole lot harder to pass. So not making the same mistake twice. my goodness, we got a car off track that it appears. Somebody's ghost, somebody ate the wall. Okay, new trick, go through there, revving out first. Let's go, oh, okay, he moves out of the way, very safe choice for both of us. Oh, we're a little wide together. A little too wide for the track. Here we go. Smoothness engaged to level 9. Smoothness speed level 9. We got the SS thrusters on. Yes, we're doing it. We're in second, my goodness, and first is a B racer. We've got a chance to get that much closer to the B League. As we're being tested out in B League Ultra Light at the moment, you could say, with the 2 B racers. Lock can still happen in 2 laps. We could still end up in last place. But this is how you do it, folks. Safe, smooth, smart driving. No punting people around, defending, catching the apexes. And being in the right gear is monumental. But we're driving, being in the right gear is monumental, and we are selecting them. We're not having the computer select them based on where we are on the brake pedal and what speed we're going, because it is a nice advantage to be able to use the braking, motor transmission braking. Ooh, there's 2 cars behind us glued together, so 4th is very close by. 1 wall hit away and a bad missed shift. I would have moved out of the way, but I just didn't have time. Oh, getting hit a little. Oh, handling that section quite nicely, so back in second. And hopefully I got hit, not that I did hit. It's going to be an exciting final lap. Very, very close, except for first, who's very much in his own realm. Oh, I saw that Porsche, dinosaur Porsche coming in for a chomp. Woo-wee. All right, so he's going to go try to get the middle of the track there. He's going to tuck behind. Good, solid, clean, professional racing on his part. Congratulations. Really good racing there. Ooh, I was a little slow around there, and it shows. He is right on us. The whole pack's back there, just waiting. Using first action and the accelerator to actually help us rotate around that corner. Ooh, very, very, very late there on the throttle. Little nerves from eating the wall, eating some concrete last lap. Almost lost it there. I think we're gonna get past. Unless everyone kind of took it a little slower since I was all over the place there. And it looks like that is going to be the case. We'll see if they'll get a pass on the straight here. Yes, we did a thing! 4th second picked up for the week. There we've got it. So Couldn't beat out the B Racer with his almost 1 second faster lap time, but we did take second. Great back and forth race. Folks, do subscribe, join the team, and join learning and growth mindset that we've got here. Wish you all more cars and more power. I'm going to turn this into a little clip. Let's see what happens. What happens next? Excuse me. All right, no clean race bonus on that. Super Doofus, thank you very much for the GR, the good race. Whew. That's a hot one. It's getting hot underneath this cap. And it's Saturday night. I think we can do another race. See where we end up. Are we in the B League? Will this be our B League finish? Tracks over in third. Yes, Tracks, we collided. Writing that I'm dirty. Maybe. I couldn't see the replay. I couldn't see what's behind me. And I certainly didn't hit you off the track. We did collide in a corner, but it didn't have any effect because you came out and were still ahead of me. So I'm sorry for that collision in the corner. Not intentional at all. All right. And then in the tunnel, well, I think he came and hit me because I was ahead. So we'll have to watch the replay at some point and learn from it. Can't change what's done in the past, but we can certainly learn from it. Now, let's see. Where are we going to be here? We're going to keep the same car, keep the pace going, and get another practice lap in. All right. Loading in a Ghost. It's the way to go. Got to learn those, what the perfect lines are, and then adapt and drive according to the traffic on the track. Let's try it out on brake balance at 0. Are we going to be quicker with more last minute braking, but then not having much capacity to trail brake? We just have to be very light on the throttle. Will the vehicle behave the way we need it to behave to be quick? Yeah, I should have checked my safety rating. I'll have to check the replay. I'm not sure if I was dirty, then my safety rating will have gone down and we'll know. Alright, if you want to be fast, turn 1's an important one. And being full throttle through here, very, very important. So I have to catch a little bit of the outside with 2 wheels, and then braking here around the 300 or just before. Ooh, lots of time lost there. I think I'll need to have the capacity for a little bit more trail braking. Mind you, when I hit the brakes, it does correct the car very quickly. So I'd say probably 0 is good to start learning the course on. Then as you learn it a little bit better, you can benefit from having the trail braking. So we'll try that again, but we'll have the brake balance on 3. Yeah, 3. I think 3 is about the sweet spot. All right, let's see what this lap's gonna turn into. We need to get a consistent 152 and occasional in the 151 realm. You want to take first. Not a horrible line, but the wall did not help at all. Not help our cause. Alright, let's follow these markers. Yes, I've got the training wheels still on. I don't think it's bad. It's a really good reminder of where to start turning in and where to start accelerating. Once you really know a track, like the next time Grand Valley is online as a weekly race, then yeah, it's time to turn off the markers here. There, it's nice because you know about where you should start accelerating. Maybe I should have been in first there. Not a quick lap. You got to let go of the gas there, the throttle. Well, I have assessed that that section needs some major improvement. You can really see the world-class racer there getting a huge gap on me. Boy, how do they take off so quickly? Clearly they're going through the corner at, well, not really necessarily going through the turn at a faster speed, but they're getting right on the apex and right in the right spot so they can be on the throttle earlier, and that's what gets them to take off like that. There, we're sticking it through that corner with the world class. So we got that. We know that's not the section we really need to work on. It's the first section of the race. And the middle section. Alright, can we get a mid 151? No, we missed it. A second off. Okay, turn one, getting better. And that is an area we need to work. And we've got Annie62 in. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. Whew, I've cooled off, but I'm going to keep the hat off. Starting in 11th. Okay, so that is a lot of B racers. Here's the test. We're being tested. Can we get into the B League this race? Someone asked, someone's named Clean or Dirty. Very interesting. Have a good race, everyone. Let's have a clean one, and nice to meet everyone. And do I know anyone here? Oh, we got Big League Leon. Oh my goodness. It's all pretty average. A 2-man O being tested out with me. A few of us being tested, but almost all B racers. Let's see what we can make happen here. Hey boy. We'll have to watch out. Thankfully we've got the Japanese tank, the Nissan GTR. BMW is a good tank as well. The AMG I find is very solid as well. I've never driven the Beetle. So 3 I believe is what we did our last lap on. We'll try that again. Aussie Pug has designed our vehicle. Thank you so much, Aussie Pug. We're sponsored by Super Doofus Tom and Aussie Pug. Don't forget folks, check out Tom, Super Doofus' channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Great guy, great racer. and we're about to drive this very heavy Canadian flagged vehicle. All right, right behind Priceless. We will treat his car like it's priceless. No intentions of rear-ending him. Turn 1 can be a little wild though. No intention on rear-ending him, but boy, I was just coasting. He overbraked that one, but the speed difference wasn't that much, so it didn't cause him an accident. It'll just cause my safety rating to go down. Oh, 4 old man, no! Go for it, 4 old man. I'm gonna wait behind you here. Put myself in last because that was bad news bears on my part. My safety rating is gonna get destroyed from this race, but just odd driving at the back of the pack here. People with all faster lap times, but it's just really slow. Chowder Pouch, what's up, buddy? I am testing out against all these B racers, being tested for the B League here. So if we get a top 8, we get that much closer to the B League. We picked up 4 second places this week, and people at the bottom of the pack here are driving it's really hard to be a clean, safe, smart driver. I've bumped twice and actually bumped 4 old man into the dirt, so I waited and let him get back on the track and started behind him. So now I can show him some respect and have a clean rest of race with him. God willingly. All right. Brake lights, are those brake lights? I don't know. No, good. They're not. Thank goodness. I'm quite worried about ramming someone. Okay, so I guess I'll go on the inside here. He'll take the middle. I'll come from out here, and I'll be able to get a better line and, oh, more speed. But all I was doing was focusing on the car beside me and forgot all about the wall. I was in a position to bounce, though, and Matt has a 3-second penalty again. My goodness, he must just be booting people into another stratosphere. Glad he's not behind me anymore. Let's put the pedal to the metal and get down to business. Glad you're in the house, Chowder Pouch. Oh, a little bit of slow traffic. Try not to hit anyone. Alright, he put himself in the perfect position for a slowdown, did it the professional way, got out of the way. Good to see it. Oh, you gotta be careful. Even the GTR, if you get too much on that elevated curb, even the GTR can get unhinged. But that would have thrown the Lamborghini into the ocean, off the cliff. And the Porsche 911 and the Ferrari 458. Love those cars, but I don't think they would have handled that very well. Glad I was in a front engine vehicle for that. I'm going to hold the middle here. This is awfully competitive with all these B racers, but it's also awfully competitive because lap 1 was really some slow driving. A little bit of Call of Duty racing accidentally on my part. And especially for the 2 old man, or for old man. Don't want to cause him any trouble. I also know he's being tested to come into this B League. He's a C League racer myself. So we're facing the same challenge, the same excitement. And we got our hopes in the same place. All right, so hold second there, and I get the perfect, easy rotation through there. 2 laps to make it happen. 4 positions to jump into. Just gotta get the smoothness up a notch. Smooth is fast, so my smoothness speed, my SS to level 7, and we will fly right by. But missing a gear, not so smooth. Mistakes have been made. Probably too far back to catch a the benefit of the draft, but why not try? Ooh, everyone did that well. Everyone not getting an advantage for being smooth there. Whole pack was smooth. At least this, ooh, not so smooth there. Should have been on the throttle the whole time. Oh, 2 off. Oh, and I ignored the penalty. I ignored the track, it looks like. I was just focused on not getting into that rumble in the Bronx. There's a royal rumble going on there. Just a light hit, and people were off. Oh, so that's where I need to be quick for that section. I see. All right, so yeah, second. We just got to rev out second there. Ooh, double penalized myself there by dropping down to second. 0.5 did not require a downshift. All right, 1 lap to make it happen. 1.2 seconds behind. 9th and 10th right there. So close. 8th up there all on his own, but then there's a couple cars in the front. We just got to stay safe, smart, and clean. And we've still got a chance. In this dangerous league, there'll probably be another crash. We'll probably pick up 1 or 2 positions. Hey, we're climbing back from 16th though. Not bad. Locked in, trying to still race smooth, not just what looks fast, which means too much late braking. Will anyone crack under pressure, or will there be an accident up ahead, or will we just hold this position to the end of the race? Oh, he's going for the pass. Will there be violence? Oh, they're thinking about it. And yes, they play it smart, the right way. They didn't just penalize each other and possibly both end up in the wall. Oh, there was contact. There was contact. Yeah, let's go, baby. I love it, Chowder Pouch. Thank you for the encouragement. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! He was giving me the threat of putting me in the wall, and we did have a little contact, but a little harmless touch there. Had there been more laps to come, I wouldn't have thrown myself in the wall to avoid that touch. But yeah, he wasn't letting me have any piece of the track. He did not want me passing him on the straightaway, and that's fair. I can understand. Oh, and Big League Leon, which was the first place winner of the last race, is now in 8th. Good to see you again, Mr. BG Hig Leon. I guess Big Leon. So we did a thing. We placed not horribly. A solid climb from 16th in what was mostly a B League race. Look at all that B, baby. Oh, and yes, my safety rating definitely went down, as it should. Clean or dirty up in 5th. And who are we racing with? F. Passionato. Did knock off the poor guy. Who was he? I think TechDat21? I think he was driving a Ferrari. So, very, very interesting. Nice to meet you all. And good to see you again. Where was he? Oh, he's already left. Well, he's still getting the nice positive message, Mr. Big League Leon from the last race. So, that's it for today. That's interesting. Very close. I don't know if... Oh, our C rating will go down, though. So... I guess we won't be competing with quite as many B racers next race. But let's see. Did our safety rating go down that much? What does it look like? Where is it? Normally, okay, let's see here. Here we are. Okay, almost maxed out on the safety rating, so we've taken a little hit. The DR in the C class is getting pretty high there, however. So we're at the midpoint last night. So 2 second place wins got us a quarter of a bar. So getting pretty darn close to that B League. Let's just keep putting in the effort. Persistence, discipline, hard work will get us there. And some clean, safe, smart driving. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Chowder Pouch, thank you for making it in. Super Doofus, right on. Okay, you have to go pick up the kids. You'll be listening. Very cool, Super Doofus. Tom, folks, don't forget, check out his channel. Give him a subscribe. And subscribe if you haven't already done so to this channel. Share it with some fellow sim racers. Thank you so much for the races, folks. Thank you for hanging out together. Very blessed to have you along for the ride, where I'm trying to learn and grow at 2 skills I was recently pretty horrible at, and that's a little bit of camera speaking, and that goes back actually a few years, because I started Johnny's Car Care and Reviews to get better at speaking, both publicly and one-on-one, and it is helping, as well as, well, sim racing. I was pretty horrible, so sim racing and public speaking. Folks, don't be afraid of embarrassment. Get embarrassed. It's the only way you're going to get out. When you're outside of your comfort zone, you're not going to be amazing. You're not going to be great right off the bat. It's completely normal. It's part of the process. I wish they taught that more in school, but make some mistakes. Be embarrassed. Learn to embrace the suck and just do it. Folks, thank you so much. Race long and prosper, as Super Doofus just wrote at the bottom in the live stream. Folks, make it to the live streams. So if you're not watching this as a live stream, do try to make it in, because those that make it in the live stream and drop comments, chit chat, give help and tips, normally they get me 2 to 5 seconds faster every week. Well, they are the JCCR Racing Pit Crew. Thank you so much, Pit Crew. Thank you for my sponsor, Super Doofus Tom, becoming a member and essentially sponsoring the JCCR Racing team and giving extra general manager like vibes with his creation of the Sim League Pro. Check it out. Check out the Discord that Philness GT created. You can check out his channel as well and give him a good old subscribe. He's an important part of the JCCR Racing team as well. I guess we got 2 general managers there. Folks, take care. Have a great night. Godspeed, everyone, and maybe we'll be back tomorrow. If it's a rainy day, we'll be back. Take care, folks.